The earth trembles. From the depths of a volcanic chasm, it rises. A nightmare made flesh, claws like swords, teeth like spears. Nature's owns beneath its grip, and nothing can stand in its way as he pours out fire non-stop to the army tanks. The army mobilizes. Tanks thunder into position. Fighter jets scream overhead. Soldiers take aim. Artillery fire lights up the night. But every strike, every bullet, only fuels the monster's rage. Then Hulk looks the monster in the eyes, both fists tight as they're ready to take on each other. Hulk stabs the monster with his knife at same time, dishing out punches as fire splashes out with hot wax. The monster became furious and lifted them into the air with great rage and terror. The monster roars as the military put up a great fire all over the monster as he gets even more furious. This is more than a fight, more than a battle. This is war, a battle of the monsters. Hulk charges with great rage with green smoke all over him with a mighty roar. When monsters rule the skyline, heroes take the fast way up. Hulk brings the thunder, Kong brings the mountain, and the army, they light the path. Hold the line, save the people. Every second is a lifeline. Hulk hits like a meteor. Kong from the deep it rises, crowned in fire. But tonight the tides turn, muscle, metal, and will. Mountain pass trap. Cold air, hot fight. Nature itself becomes the hammer, and justice, the anvil. Stadium cage. When the lights die, courage looks for a candle. But tonight, the dark has teeth, and it's hungry. Precision meets a force that won't negotiate. Plans shatter, and the city pays the interest. Highway breaker. Walls remember the day they were born. Tonight they remember why they fall. Air war, ground truth. They set the river on fire to stop a tide. The tide learned to burn. Fortress unmade. The monster became more furious, spiting our fire as air, skyscrapers crumbling down as the Atme shoots non-stop. Who will save the city? Ships are meant to carry weight. Tonight, they carry ruin to shore. The hospital hill, shots fired non-stop at the monster as he roars and charges the army, never giving. Mercy tries to fly. War rips the sky and calls it strategy. But the monster gets even more furious. The subway grid buckles as the beast monster tunnels. Shoot no fire. Streets fold into a chasm. The final stand around the Capitol dome. Tanks form a circle. Rockets scream.
This way, quickly! Get to the buses!
It marks the road with fire. They mark its bones with tank rounds. Heat meets kinetic. Neither. When the city turns to molten glass, trained barrels still find a seam. It answers thermobarics with light and heat, so the army answers with timing, weight, and precision. Hey, put a drone in its mouth and a shotgun at its teeth. The monster beast spits sparks, so they try. Blue fire tries to silence the roofs, so the roofs answer with lead. When the monster beast lights the night, the city's guns, they forge a magnetic cage and feed it rockets. The monster beast chews steel and bursts. The monster beast pours flame, so they pour down with bullets and roar with thunder. Tonight, the army takes a piece of the monster beast and I'll bait it with metal and nets. It bites the trap and spits the bait back. Turn the beast's arena into a machine. Make heat feed heat until the shell cracks. Sometimes a victory is a debt you pay in metal. If heat birthed it, water can embarrass it. You weaponize weather when nothing else works. You burn the road to make a prison. Sometimes you make the city pay to keep the monster down. Sometimes the smallest hands do the loudest work. It costs you scars, it earns you teeth. And sends replies. The wounds you make bleed into the dark, and whatever listens will come running. Oh, don't cage the ocean. You draw a box in the storm and dare it to respect the lines. A thin road becomes a thick answer. Layer your fire. Sometimes the air itself is a hammer. Heat the map and make the roads close. Guiding lights can save ships or sink a leviathans. If the monster wants it, it has to outrun a city. Sound becomes a shepherd, bullets the dogs, even a giant can be walked. You teach the building to bite back, and it learns quickly. When sight betrays, rhythm remembers. Breathe slow, shoot true, let the storm run out of itself. You cut the crown and the head bows, but some kings keep a second heartbeat. Cut the power, find the beat, break the drum that keeps the monster standing. When the mouth opens, the heart forgets to hide. Weight, light, sound, one note held long enough to silence a legend. Victory isn't quiet, but it is kind. The city stands, the heroes stand with it, and the monster beast is a story we survived.